All right, so back in April, I released a video basically that Sturgis may be canceled due to COVID-19. And also in that video, I told you that we'd have to wait in suspense until June 15th because that's the day that Sturgis City Council was going to vote whether to have it or not. And that vote was based on both health and financial considerations. So as we all waited for the June 15th vote, Sturgis City Council was very busy doing a lot of research, and they were in contact with a lot of entities and stakeholders. And it is official, they are going to go forth with the 80th anniversary of Sturgis. But with some COVID-19 modifications and some other things you'll definitely want to know, let's dive in, shall we? Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Erlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. I always thank you. That's right, you, for checking back in. That's right, Sturgis 2020 is a go, and man, do we have a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack, so let's get started. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell icon. Every time those are hit, another biker joins the revolution. We would love to have you be part of it. This is one of the largest online biker communities around. And so with an 8-1 vote, Sturgis City Council decided to hold the Sturgis Rally here in 2020 with some modifications, which we will talk about in a minute. I will tell you, not everybody in attendance at the council meeting was in favor of that decision due to COVID-19 concerns. If you want to see the full city council meeting, you can see it at the City of Sturgis Facebook page. And so a point worth mentioning is that many believe that regardless of what the city council voted, Sturgis was going to happen. Many didn't care what their ultimate decision would be. And remember, this particular vote was only for the city limits of Sturgis and really had no impact or effect on all the areas outside of the city limits and the greater Black Hills area. And Randy Peterson of Sturgis.com said, "I'm very pleased with the City Council's decision to join the 2020 rally this year. A sampling of more than 50 local businesses and campgrounds had already stated they would be open for business, but with the city's involvement, necessary municipal services will be provided within the city limits." So basically, the city's involvement will allow for the sale of vendor permits within the city, and Main Street will be closed off to motorcycle-only traffic. And so after the city council vote, it appeared there was some immediate backlash because the mayor of Sturgis put out a Facebook video the very next morning with some further explanation.
Last night, the Sturgis City Council announced the decision to move forward with the 80th annual City of Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. The event, of course, will have modifications.
Oh, and the event can technically still be canceled within the city limits of Sturgis, but I'll talk more about that a little bit later in this video. And as a reminder, I absolutely love hearing from all of you out there, so leave your comments below. You are the biker community. Let me know what you think of the vote, and are you going or did you cancel? Also, what do you think about these modifications? We'll dive into those right now. So up front, a few of the modifications you should know about is that parking on Main Street will be normal, while seating in the plaza will not be allowed. City officials go on to say that the rally is going to be scaled down and that their main focus is to keep the residents and visitors safe. Sturgis City Manager Dan Ainslie says, quote, "There's not going to be a lot of the public activities that there usually are, so including the opening ceremonies, the B1 flyover, different contests and activities and parades and things that we usually do during the rally. We would not be doing that because that really does encourage, and if you see any of the photographs, there tends to be thousands of people lying on Main Street. We're trying to avoid that." And extra sanitary measures will be in place, which includes hand sanitizing stations throughout the city, and they'll be disinfecting the sidewalks each night. And just real quick, we'll get right back into your video. A ton of man hours, effort, and of course expenses go into keeping this YouTube channel going strong. There is a way you can support us by becoming a patron member. I will link to it in the description below. There are benefits such as t-shirts and stickers. You get access to the private Facebook group, which is a troll-free zone. It's nothing but bikers helping bikers. You get access to our live video broadcast and chat. You get podcasts early. You can get access to our premium videos upon request, and of course, access to those awesome ride, meetup, and events. By supporting us, it assures we can continue our mission to help educate, entertain, and inspire as many bikers as we can worldwide. All right, let's get back into your video. So City Manager Dan Ainslie actually presented the council with 4 options for the 2020 Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Number 1, cancel the rally. Number 2, postpone and prepare. Number 3, modified 80th. And number 4, hold the 80th event. And the City Council decided to act on option number 3, which is the modified 80th. So here is a list of restrictions you should definitely know about if you're thinking about going. Cancel opening ceremonies, cancel activities, 5K contests, etc. Cancel use of fairgrounds, cancel the B1 flyover, cancel photo towers, cancel noon and 5 p.m. photos, cancel HD Rally Point brands, cancel HD Rally Point contests, no bike parking on sides from Junction to 3rd to allow for plazas and outdoor seating. And Ainslie's report also included safeguards to be implemented. Those are PPE stockpiled for local businesses, purchase PPE for employees, sanitation stations along Main Street, increased sanitations of porta pots, disinfecting sidewalks. And vendors will be working with the following restrictions: guidelines for distancing at the register, guidelines for PPE, and guidelines for occupancy. And last, city rides will still happen, but advertising will be pulled to lower the number of attendees at the 80th Sturgis Rally. Oh, and I just want to mention, if you're not listening to the Law Abiding Biker podcast, you are absolutely missing out, because we talk about subjects like this and a whole bunch of other topics in a lot more depth. We have a lot of fun doing it. I will link to it in the description below. Of course, you can listen to it on any major podcast platform. And so you ask, will the concerts go on? Yes, they will. And those concerts include ZZ Top, Puddle of Mud, Black Label Society, Rat, Eagles of Death, Metal, Buckcherry, Lita Ford, and the Reverend Horton Heat will all be taking place. So a couple more important things you should know about. But again, comment below. Let me know what you think Sturgis is actually going to be like this year. Is it going to be completely scaled down? Is it even going to be worth going? Curious to hear from you. So yes, the 80th anniversary of the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally will be held August 7th through 16th, 2020. With a small stipulation you should know about. You see, part of this vote, or this package, if you will, is that if things change over the next 7 weeks, the mayor has the right to make necessary adjustments up to and including cancellation of the event. Now that would be interesting. Oh, check out some of the videos on the screen before you leave.
Taking over the universe when I'm using words. Every time I do the work, I be leaving them stupid hurt. You